Alright, hello everyone, and I will say, hello everybody, I am Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, and today's video we're going to be reacting to is Michael Myers versus Mike Myers. Interesting, it has the same name as both Myers at the same time. Wow, highly ironic. Which, of course, that Mike Myers, well, I guess probably the guy who voices Shrek, I think. But yeah, we're gonna see an interesting battle. It comes, it pretty much comes to Michael Myers, the killer of Halloween, versus Shrek the Ogre, which, oh boy, now that is gonna be nuts. So, the only question is, who's gonna probably win here? Is it Michael Myers or Mike Myers? That would be a great question. I totally would love wanting to hear that. So, especially before we begin this video, is that, oh yes, it will be another rap battle. So anyway, before we react to the rap battle of this one of Michael Myers versus Mike Myers, is please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. That way that you will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And just as in to notice, by the way, so if you guys have checked out my last video, by the way, about me, mentioning about my B-Day, well, hope you guys really actually enjoyed that video. Which, if you guys had, then that's awesome. But if not, that's fine. Which, I mean, at least, at least it's pretty cool that I actually will get to be 22. That actually will be amazing. But at least we'll see what happens. But as in for now, also, just as in for another heads up for everybody is there going to be more continuations of Left 4 Dead 2? Well, the answer is obviously yes. That the answer is yes. Like there probably will be one left exactly that the other chapters aren't finished yet, the other chapters aren't finished. I'm talking about like the first team of the group. But now I'm actually going to be talking about the second team of the group that I'm going to be, you know, picking for which one I'm going to pick. Honestly, that I'll be picking. Like, for example, I've already made my choice. I've already picked Francis, which was number 1. But for the other 3, I have not declared any of that yet. But if I actually were, I probably would be sure to look up on the number of seeing which one could be second, or maybe nearly all the way down to 4. So, especially, we'll see. And as in for late, hopefully you guys enjoy this reaction video of me reacting to as Michael Myers versus Mike Myers. And alright, so anyway, especially we're going to be watching an interesting Myers rap battle, which that will be pretty cool to watch. So honestly, definitely be sure to subscribe to the original person and the creator itself. And God of Midas will just say that this will be an interesting rap battle by literally having both names at the same time. Like, it's just funny. Like, I find it so funny that it's just like both of the same names, like last names already. So there you go. And as in for what's going to be happening for part 6, oh, no worries. Part 6, by the way, I'll actually go through the Left 4 Dead 2, by the way, of part 6. Might be coming soon, which will probably be the last one to deal with part 6. And then get to the operations of dealing with part 7 all the way at somewhere, which I have not actually made my pick yet between 2 down to 4, which means 2 of 4 that I actually am remaining to have left, which is supposed to be 3 other people left. That is known to be Zoe, Bill, and Lewis. Which that's the only 3 people I probably will be considered and nominating to count the number who's gonna probably be up second, all the way to third and fourth. Which, like I said, it's gonna be an interesting battle. Which is probably gonna be an interesting battle. Like, imagine it's gonna have I already did Team 1, but now I'm going to be doing Team 2 instead. Which the chapters still do remain to continue more chapters, I think, will be completely honest, is that I will still continue doing more chapters. And as in for more likely anything else, is I hope that you guys do kind of actually enjoy the rest of this rap battle, and will say is thank you very much for continuing to wait while pretty much I actually will get part 6 on the way, which part 6 will take its time like always, which even though I will pick Ellis all the way from down to Nick at this point, that, just to get all the way from down there from like, I don't know, it's like 5. I think it's just 5. I think it's just going to be Ellis all the way down to Ellis again. Like, there's going to just be 2 Ellises that he'll do, like, first to 5, and then pretty much Coach does second, Michelle does third, and Nick does fourth. Which I think at this point we'll see where this goes, as long as the chapters will still remain to be the same or the remain of the progress of it, but we'll see. But just as of for now, guys, I actually am making my choice right now before I actually will jump upon part 6 and we'll see where that goes. But part 7 is going to be on a hold up for a minute, because I've not actually decided and changed the number yet. I already did declare Francis would be number 1, but the 2 and 3 and 4 thing has not been chosen yet, which I have not recently been picking that yet, which I'm just only excited to see what the characters from the first team that is actually pretty good for once to see. But that's just what my point is there. And just my whole reasons of me talking about that, for example. So there you go. And without that being said, let's just get this point of this reaction out the way and see where this goes. And without that being said, everyone, I am Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered. And enjoy the rap battle. And like always in the last video, if you guys do, feel free to say happy B-Day, by the way, by saying it's like, happy B-Day, man. A happy 22nd B-Day, man. Well, I hope to say that, I'll approve some of the positive ones that I actually will be approving. That I actually will like the positives. But just as of for now, let's continue and let's get this on with right now of the rap battle starting already in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Line rap battles. Michael Myers versus Mike Myers. Begin.
Happy Halloween, All Hallows Eve, when Michael's on the scene.
Oh,
All of
damn.
a dream of the precedent, the legacy I carried on my back, that no goalie or roasty toasty ghosty can try to match. While your legacy was capped by some animated trash, meant to latch and piggyback off a better studio. Can't make another movie though, got moody, ask the cast. This cat is a batshit hack with that.
Damn, I think I gotta say Michael Myers is really throwing the big bars up to this battle. Like, he's actually throwing big bars I ever seen. I mean, what's with the edgy sound? I mean, for the one question, the hell is Michael Myers even doing with what seems like, with the hat trick of the bat critics? Like Michael Myers' voice is so freaking edgily deep that I just really didn't even understand why he had a deeply grudged voice on that, which was like, wait, I don't know how that was interesting though. I mean, not to insult Michael Myers or anything, but the voice, I kind of think the voice I don't blame as oftenly is just to say is that I don't blame his voice or anything, but it could have do a little bit of work with Michael Myers' voice, I think, with the idea of him still continuing the rap battle against Mike Myers. But at this point, we don't know. I mean, just to me, for example, for this question about Michael Myers alone, is that, man, his voice is just a little bit kind of edgy and a little bit kind of too deep. Like, his voice is already too deep as it was right now, which, I mean, come on now, it's obvious.
Bad trick of bad flicks crashing your whole career. Won't move as slow as me when the end's near. I was Shrek in the rear view mirror, you fell flat. Plus your improv isn't funny. Didn't laugh.
Mr. Powers, there's no room for you, I'm afraid. If you're looking to spit sick, it's too late. I've sent a killer on the mic to kill you quick. Well, I'm afraid, Doctor, he can't spit.
Oh, shit.
So let's do some hindsight. Are you really that iconic? It's hard to find a best list with even your first movie on it. It's not like there's new hits, by like your 6, it's all hollow. But no matter how bad the new flicks blow, shit follows. Here's the basis for the rest, now you're a joke, a mess. Just a silly bitch, comedic fluff at your best. I speak for a generation, it's mean, but it's gotta be said. I beg, after this time, stay fucking dead.
They cherish characters.
Yeah, I mean, to this next question again however, with Mike Myers at this second point again, was saying is like, please stay effing dead. I don't think Michael Myers actually may consume to stay dead for as long as he'll probably remain as immortal and probably gives more chances to still be more relevant to come out in different movie signs or just a little bit of different quotas or different ways of Michael Myers returning. Which I really don't know how I find this so obvious with him returning, but I mean, if Michael Myers is trying to stay for the last show, I think after when he probably remains to die the one last time, I mean, people really need to think about having Michael Myers get another new replacement by actually teaching more of his tricks and knowing how to kill literally amount of people in his own world of Halloween. I mean, here's the options for Michael Myers, what he can do for 3 options he can do. One, if Michael Myers gets one last movie, that would be impossible that he'll actually try to do, which I don't know if he could ever try to do so, but seriously, if Michael Myers actually did get his only chance right now, I think his only chance would rather still be relevant by saying is like, hey, you can probably get a mentor. Like, you could literally get a mentor to actually get somebody to teach his tricks and teach a lot more ways to give to the person, known as like, you know, him or slash her, I think, to be the next killer for Michael Myers' legacy. Which at this point, I don't think Michael Myers might actually get a secondary backup for someone else to defend him on his behind his whole entire ass. It's basically it's the same person that she literally keeps killing him for the same reasons. That Laurie Strode, for all people, just keeps beating him down when Michael Myers just doesn't have another person to side back on with him. Which it's just pretty cruel. Really, it's actually pretty cruel to be at this only beyond the point. I think it's just pretty cruel for I think number A would have worked for Michael Myers by actually getting a new mentor, a new replacement, and a new Michael Myers of a reboot of himself or herself, I think. And then B, I think B would probably be the next thing was that B, if Michael Myers dies, then I think how the movie might just end. I don't know if that would be possible. Like, if the Michael Myers dies again for the last time, or maybe not so much again, then well, it'll probably be the end of Michael Myers if he continues to get killed more times than he just can't, like, I don't know, just like literally kind of gives himself up for no reason for that complete reason. Because the old saying goes is that when a killer actually dies, like, the killer gets more relevant chances to keep on returning back. But if it just kind of ends, then it ends, which it probably will never be no returns at all for that same reason. Like for Ghostface, for example, like Ghostface remains to continue to hide around and lurk around for any reasons, just to like keep on finding more people to keep on getting and getting for lots of reasons. So that's just how Michael Myers would have to end on a different route. And then also, 3. The only thing I'll say 3, well, I think the only thing that could be 3 is just kill the main character instead. I think Michael Myers could instantly just kill Laurie Strode. That would be the main person, because I mean, Michael Myers has not fulfilled his legacy just to kill the main person for the whole throughout for literally no reason. Which I mean, I'm not trying to bash out about how Michael Myers should do or shouldn't have done, but I mean, Michael Myers needs 3 options anyway for those choices. But I mean, ignore those, then that's fine. I mean, just do him, then do him. I mean, I probably wouldn't care. I mean, if Michael Myers did a great job, I'll still try to say that at least he'll do a great job for those. And as in for like, a bit of more of like a spin-off. I mean, imagine if there would be another movie with 2 masked killers with Jason or Michael. That would have been a very badass movie. Like, hell, I would be 100% watching that movie in the theaters. Which, again, to be honest, I don't think it's ever going to be that one. And it's just going to probably be the sake of the no talking, or the sake of no talking at all. Which completely will make less sense anyway of the video. Which, sorry if I had to keep on talking about the mentions, but continue the video.
Gotta be
Gee,
sick,
sorry.
big. After after this time, stay fucking dead.
They cherished characters, the love grew without you. Became sellouts too, and they fell out too. Boxed up in the attic, you tried to go dramatic and proceeded to shit out movies and then discount rackets. But then your has-been neurotic nutcase on your last gray. Shrek rose from the grave, letting you save yellow face. No matter the timeline, I can never be stopped. Just like how you always make classic films, not.
It's quite sad when the series sells out for a buck, cause your new stuff's like Pizza Hut. They fucking suck. Let's be real, the classics are trash. There's no flash pizzazz for the gashing, blood splashing. Supposed to be cool slash. Here, look at my shelf. I got no wonder fun collects dust on the shelf. You got because you're boring. Relevance tied to YouTube rants. Your rhymes have become tiresome. Now we dance.
Who won?
Alright. Guess that probably ended.
You decide.
Alright, well, here we go. Alright, well, I think that's probably the end of the video, and alright, well, fair enough. I guess I should say, fair enough. Well, with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure, as always, to subscribe to the original first minute and the original video itself, and I gotta say, man, that's pretty legit. Like, no, seriously, it actually is legit, by the way. Like, to be honest with you guys, it's pretty badass. I'll admit that it's pretty badass. Which, the only thing I ever think it was badass, by the way, was that, well, first of all, I think the video itself is just pretty good. But the fact I just don't like about Michael Myers a little bit was just his freaking edgy voice. Like, I'm like, bro, what kind of voice is that sound? Like, I mean, to be straight up for right now, I mean, I kind of did almost give a bit of more credit for Mike Myers of winning the entire battle of all of this. But, I mean, I kind of almost leaned into pretty much the guy who was in second. Which, I mean, I know Michael Myers spit the facts first a little bit to spit that out exactly in the window. Or just spit right at the guy's face at this point of that one. But, I mean, to be frankly honest, yeah, I mean, the battle itself is just pretty good. But the one problem is that I think I was already right whenever I did mention this through the middle exactly by if Michael Myers does get 3 chances in the movie, exactly like one last movie that Michael Myers could ever get, I think. Which I don't know if it could ever get. I don't know if it could be his last movies though. But let me just see how many movies he even has. Give me a second. Hold on. How many movies does Michael Myers have? 13 dang movies! Oh my god. Not only he has 13 movies, I'm like, huh. Well, this certainly makes it more interesting. That, I mean, yeah, to be honest with y'all, I think this is just pretty interesting to say that, well, I mean, the reference, by the way, that I heard from, like, Mike Myers, I mean, it's Wade's World. Like, interesting. Well, interesting. Well, that's just what I would thought and just say is like, interesting. I never knew he wore the hat, but I think he did wear the hat. But at this point, I think I gotta say right now, y'all, is I think that I was right for this one, is that, man, Michael Myers needs to get, like, literally 15 movies to make this count. Like, he needs to get 15 movies. Like, again, I did mention this already, if Michael Myers actually does continue on his legacy. But, I mean, at this point, Michael Myers just needs to get a secondary person to help him. Like, he literally needs to get a second person or a helper to actually highly defend himself to win against more other people. Like, I know Michael Myers might lose at different similar points against other people, which, even though they actually might outsmart him in different ways to trick him and trap him at the same ways around, like, it's all around the circle again. Like, to be honest with you guys, I think I'm actually always going to be a little bit right for the same at the point of that Michael Myers just needs 2 more movies. That's like 14 or 15 that he might need to try to do before he kind of needs to, like, yeah, I don't blame Michael Myers. I'm not saying I don't blame his actors, though, of how many times he's done a great job by, like, literally doing any kind of scary movies lately for however they want to sell at the theaters. But to be honest with y'all, I think Michael Myers should actually have a considered, like, a spin-off of number 14. or even hell, the 15 could be a finale. Which, I mean, to be honest with you guys, I could have been thinking about this idea for Michael Myers to square up against another killer. I think the only thing I could ever say is like, hey, why not let it be Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees? Which, I mean, I know that they're having masked for a reason, but I mean, to be honest, I think Michael Myers would have a very good companion face off against another mass killer. It's Friday the 13th. I mean, I'm not trying to reference it again like it would just be like, oh, it's the same thing as Jason versus Freddy thing. Well, the answer is probably no, I think. It's just that I kind of preferred a different idea of a result, of letting it to be just that answer of, however, it would have been Jason versus Michael, but I mean, all fair is the benefit of the odds is that Michael Myers would definitely have a good square up against Jason, which I probably will still root for Jason anyways. But the point is, though, I mean, I think it would be a great movie to watch. I mean, I totally would so want to watch that movie in the theaters. If they actually ever decide by saying, like, oh, we're going to make a decision by saying, like, can we make this idea work by having Michael Myers face up against Jason Voorhees? Well, that's a very good question. Like, I mean, they did it with Jason versus Freddy. Why can't they just do it with Jason and Michael instead? That's literally the point. Like, that should be the very obvious point now. Which, I mean, yeah, I mean, just get a few characters to do a few spins exactly in a few movies. Which, please, I totally would want to watch it in considerate time. I totally would seriously want to watch that for real. 100% literally in the freaking movie. Like, I'd seriously want to see that in action. I totally want to see that. But just for now, everybody, that's just all I want to be saying right now is that yeah, hopefully the movie would be awesome. But if they're not going to, that's fine. I probably would be, yeah, it's fine. I probably would think it's okay, or if not, that's fine. But still, Michael Myers just needs two movies. Like, he literally needs two movies before he can probably, like, I don't know, just hand it off to the next person to become the new Michael Myers. Not something crappy. Like, I don't want to see a movie that is full of crap. I don't want to see a movie that is crappy or a little bit kind of odd. If anybody kind of knows what I'm talking about, to not make that complete odd exactly. But whenever I say whenever I see, like, okay, not trying to mix my words here, but let me just explain it in a little bit of different detail without me going too fast. Okay, so what I'm saying, by the way, is that I want to see a movie that isn't going to be crappy for a new Michael Myers. That's going to be another replacement. Like, if I see another replacement of Michael Myers, I really want to see that happen. Like, I don't care if it's going to be a guy or girl replacement, I think. It's just going to ever be which one anyway. But seriously, I just really thought that Michael Myers should just kill the girl anyways. That is Laurie Strode. Like, come on. Like, she's literally been in many movies, except the third one, though, that probably would stay a little bit boring. Which, trust me, I don't think the third one's ever been impressive exactly. I mean, okay, at least it was a little bit kind of impressive, a little bit, but it still didn't have Michael Myers coming around to be the only relevant character to be recently reappearing for that movie again. Which, it's just kind of a little bit more of like, I told you so moment, or whatever it is. But all I'm going to say, by the way, is just please, Michael Myers. Just please kill the main person. That literally wouldn't keep on aftering you for many reasons. And then plus, if Michael Myers does die, by under three of the options I randomly picked here is that A, Michael Myers can get a replacement character that could actually do more of his, like, the ways how people study Michael Myers' tricks and a lot of, like, killing exactly, and for however many Halloween times that Michael Myers has done previously and considering a lot differently. But anyways, that's just what my A selection would be, is that have a replacement. And then B, Michael Myers doesn't get a replacement. And then he could just literally keep on getting killed again. For like the same progress over and over, but different kill counts. Which at this point, I think Michael Myers needs to play a little smart on this idea. Is that seriously, think of like an idea that Michael Myers can have an ultimate advantage of just literally getting to be a little bit powerful. Like, sure, he may be super strong and stuff, and he have super mortality, but I think Michael Myers in the end probably will lose a little bit sense of it again. But the only problem is, if Michael Myers wants to stay alive, then don't let him die. Just let him find another replacement and just do whatever. And then three, the only thing I ever want to think about on C is that, well, C, by the way, I think the only thing I would ever say is number three here is that let it be Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers. Just let it be Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers movie. Like, let that one slide in if that was ever necessary. But seriously, if that's ever in the theaters, I'll totally watch it. But if it's not, then I probably say is like, whatever. I mean, whatever, man. Just whatever. So, anyways, just hope to say this, everybody, is that I hope that you guys understood what I was saying on my point beyond with Michael Myers. Just me mentioning about, like, if he ever still wants to get two more movies left, that's number 14 and 15, then let that to be the only considered choice that I thought would be my opinion to make that idea and just say is like, oh, just let Michael Myers have, like, a new replacement just to try to kill the main person or whatsoever. But if not, Michael Myers could still literally keep on going for the same failures, as he always has been trying to do. Like, since literally back in the 19s movies. Like, come on now. Like, are we really just going to see Michael Myers get killed again? Like, are we really going to just see that? Come on. Like, literally, I think a smart, intelligent person would have thought of this already of my idea to think it would be impressive. But if not, I would consume it a little bit less different. Then that would have been fine. But just for now, folks, I am once to be again. I'm Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, and yeah, the video, like I said, is pretty good. Like, it was pretty okay at first, but we'll just see what else happens next time. And who do I root for whoever won the battle? Well, I think Michael Myers had made more points a little before he caught up with a little bit of like Mike Myers. Yes, like, to be honest with y'all, I think the only point here, I think that, yes, the only thing I would say here in this story is that I think Mike Myers has actually kind of won the battle, I think, which he did stay true for a little bit of this one. I mean, I'm not against Michael Myers for anything. I mean, he did try to win a few different times, though. But like I said, I think it just wasn't a little close to be exactly the only way he would have been closer to do it. But sure, he made some points about emanated timelines and emanated cartoons and stuff and movies. And he did kind of mention some of them that may not have been funny, but all I could ever think of is that, yeah, I think Michael Myers, I kind of give him more of a 60-70% of him being correct at that time. But I think to say it the less, I think Mike Myers has actually made himself win the entire way around it and kind of consumed to roast him, I think. But yeah, that's just all I want to be pointing out the point of this video and just says what we are going to be saying for now. But anyways, I'm going to probably get going now and get leaving right now. So if you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below so that way that you will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. With that being said, guys, again, Mike Myers wins. Michael Myers lost. So, like I said, hopefully you guys did understood what I'm saying, by the way, about me talking about, like, I think Michael Myers' last requests for him to kind of be coming back for the 14th movie or even the 15th movie, which I did fun of the idea of me thinking this idea a little bit constantly different, is thinking the idea completely differently and just say it'll be Michael Myers' last moments or whatever. But yeah, I mean, he could try to face up against another killer that isn't Jason Voorhees, which, I mean, there could be a possibility for Michael Myers to do that, which that would be okay and all, which I could really accept to agree. So yes, I kind of would be assuming to think I would agree, which that would be okay with myself. That actually would agree. So without that being said, I probably would say that we might be running out of time soon for me explaining a lot more details before I won't have to like keep on replaying on the same thing and over. But I probably am just going to be the only one to finish this entire thing and get this kind of finished here. So without that being said, please be sure, like as always, is like and comment and subscribe with the bell to be notified. And yes, Left 4 Dead 2 stuff is still going to continue, but it's going to be on a hold on a second with a pause. Like, part 6 will be paused, but it will be resumed after when it actually shows up when I do part 6. But part 7 and the rest of those other ones will be actually paused just for the second, which it'll actually be paused. So, that's just the point I want to be making, and that's just what I want to say right now. And oh yes, I did heard about a little bit of a rumor about Lego Nexo Knights getting the 5th season, and I mean, please, for the love of goodness, Cartoon Network, please just have it on air. Like, just have season 5 on air of Lego Nexo Knights. I mean, seriously, we really want to see how that's going to happen of this year, or maybe a little bit somewhere in a different month, which I hope it's good. That's what I actually will think if it's good. But all I want to say, I hope that Lego Nexo Knights actually comes around in Cartoon Network very soon. I mean, it's okay if they don't have to do it now, but I just really hope to say my only thing I could ever say if they ever do make it right now or not. Then seriously, just hopefully it actually comes in air in Cartoon Network, and I hope to be the only one watching all of it and just see how season 5 actually plays. Like the virus ones, for example, like literally. So that's just the point I want to be making, by the way, and just be making. So yeah. And also, without that being said, I will see you guys again next time, and I hopefully to say this is like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that way that you will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And also, Shrek 5, by the way, oh, hell yeah, I probably would see that movie next year, or maybe whenever I could probably watch that movie soon. Well, like I said, damn, I mean, more sequels of the sequels might get more highly interesting, more amazing, as it always would. But if not, that's completely acceptable, or that's fine, but we'll just see what movies actually requests or comes around to the day, but we'll see. I mean, I did heard a little bit of something about like another movie Mario returning for the second movie film, and I hope to say that, oh yes, there better be, and I swear to say, there better be a movie Wario coming in that movie. I better hope there will be. And a movie Waluigi. And then movie Daisy and movie Yoshi, which I did see that last clip before the movie ended for the first one. Which, man, it kind of revealed it was only movie Yoshi to kind of be in that egg. So, that could probably be more of the chances of possibilities I could ever say in this video, but for whatever. But for now, guys, I'm probably just going to get going for now and straight for real already. With that being said, peace out and sign out again, and we'll see you soon. Next time, Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered. We'll see you guys again next time. And don't forget, by the way, I probably am going to consider having 3 reaction videos being up, and then, of course, I'll still save it up for part 6 and then leave the rest to be actually be chosen by me exactly. I mean, it could be for weeks, it could be for days, it could be for months, or whatever I actually will decide to have that another decision being chosen exactly for what number I'll do in part 7. But part 6, it'll be a green light. But I mean, for part 7, actually, it'll be on a pause, on a yellow light. Which the green light is good for part 6, that it'll actually be on the roll, but as if for part 7 and the other ones down and below, that is nearly directly at the end, which we're not somewhere at that kind of end. We're only somewhere directly at the middle side of it. But for now, guys, thank you for watching. See you guys again next time. Peace out, and later, and see you soon later. Bye-bye, everyone. Peace, and ta-ta. Later, everyone.